So I would give 1 or 2 more minutes actually, like maybe people would actually join. So I'll I'll just wait before even I introduce myself. Please allow me another 2 minutes. So just want to understand, like how many of you, like let's say I want to understand, let's say starting from the people who is already available over here, like uh, what is their background, and I could suggest, I could take this demo in such a way that you would understand better. So I would like to hear from you guys about what you do and what is your experience, so that it will be helpful for me to let you understand what I'm gonna
Yeah, good
Okay.
morning. My name is Srinivas.
Hmm. Continue.
My total experience is the 5.8 in the database side,
Hmm.
completely Microsoft platform.
Okay.
So including it, I have good knowledge, theoretical knowledge on the data factory as well as the Power BI and little bit of T-SQL
Okay.
and along with the data lake storage also.
Fine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
as well along
Okay.
with including the Snowflake also.
Sure. Sure. Let's
Yeah,
understand that. That is good to have. Yeah. Can you please
yeah,
mute yourself? Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks
sure.
for the introduction. Kumar, you would like to go next? Okay. Deepak Singh, you would like to go? Hello. If you are speaking on mute. Okay. Amol, you would like to go next?
Yeah, hi,
Uh,
good morning.
right. Go ahead, Apol.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah.
I have experience with the SQL Server and SSIS ETL tool. So total, I
Okay.
have 4 plus years of experience.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, I will. That would help me to understand. Kumar, you can go now.
Yeah, hi, good morning to all. I have 10 years of experience in manual testing. I came from the testing background, so I just want to switch from testing to Azure Data Engineer. So
Okay.
for the trainer, the question is like I don't have coding knowledge as well. So as this training will cover everything.
I will be talking about that. What all things I'm
Fine.
gonna cover, I will be talking about that. Okay.
Yeah,
Definitely
fine.
will understand.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you
for the
so much.
introduction. Yeah. Srujan, you would like to go next, please?
Hi. So I have 7 to 8 years of experience in data modeling. I'm expert in
Okay.
designing database, data warehouse like star schema, Snowflake schema, and also I can do the data profiling, and also I can
Okay.
write the SQL, complex SQL for reporting also. So
Okay.
currently, I'm into like we have a Snowflake, we built a warehouse in Snowflake. Uh,
Hmm.
so I would like to. I'm good in SQL, but I would like to go like learn like Spark, Python. So I would like to go into that data engineering area.
Stuff. Okay. Good. Fine. Thanks for your introduction. Sai Pratap.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I have totally 6 plus of years of experience in ETL testing.
Okay.
So, yes,
ETL testing. Okay. Fine.
yes.
Thanks. Next, Sais. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning. Basically, I have 10 years of experience working as a business analyst in healthcare field. So,
Okay.
mainly on technology, I worked on Oracle database,
Hmm.
creating the report using the SQL, PLSQL, and I have a basic idea of the Power BI and all. And apart from that,
You have worked in Epic, Cerner, which healthcare you worked?
uh, actually, it's not Epic and Cerner. It's like
Custom built.
uh, custom build, not exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm more into, I know the integration aspect as well, like healthcare integration.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Thanks for your introduction. Suman.
Same.
Hey, hi, good morning. So I am coming from the testing background. Uh, I have around experience of 12 years in manual and automation. So
Okay.
at this point of time, I wanted to switch it to the data side, data engineering side.
Okay. Cool. Sandeep.
Hey, hi everyone. Good morning. I have
Good
around
morning.
10 years of experience into Microsoft ETL, so on-prem
Okay.
ETL. Currently, I'm working as an ETL developer using Microsoft Azure. And
Okay.
previously, I worked on few other ETL tools like Informatica and Data Migrator. So, so I want to switch to Azure Database. That's the reason behind joining this step.
Cool. Okay. Fine. Jay Kumar and others who arrived now, we are just introducing ourselves. I have not introduced myself. I want to understand all the people who are attending about their experience. Um, so I would like to know about your experience also, if you could introduce. Hello, Jay Kumar. If you're maybe we'll go with Ram. Ram, if you could introduce yourself, please. And there is Nitin or Nit, I don't know. But yeah, Jay Kumar, if you wanted to speak, if you want to introduce, you can introduce. Okay, whoever has not spoken yet, if they want to introduce, they can introduce. Otherwise, I will introduce myself. Okay, so the thing is, myself, Vinod, actually, okay, I'm working as a senior solution architect. Okay, I cannot reveal my company, but I'm working as a senior solution architect. I'm having around 15 years of experience, 15 plus years of experience. Traditionally, I was having a MSBI background. I started with the MSBI thing, and then from past around 5 to 6 years, I'm working on the Azure cloud. As I like, if at all, if every one of you has got a chance to go through the content of this particular training. Okay, so I'm gonna cover larger aspects of it. So basically, whenever you want to work on a cloud environment, okay, you need to have, okay, you need to have either little programming experience, or if you have SQL experience. In programming, any programming is fine. Even if C, C++, Java, Scala, anything is fine. If not, SQL is also fine. Okay. But what I have done, people that attended my training, so I have taken a feedback. Initially, I never used to cover the Python, but slowly I started covering Python. Basics from basics, absolute basics. I'll be covering basic Python. I'll be covering SQL. Okay, this will be Spark SQL. Please go on mute. I'll be giving chance to ask all of you the questions. Please go on mute. Okay, I'll be starting with basic Python. Okay, and SQL. Okay, in SQL we may learn little bit about different types of data warehousing techniques and all, maybe in one class, because that would be helpful for you in the interviews. Okay, but we can go ahead and learn once we have understanding of basic Python SQL, then we'll be having understanding of data warehousing techniques. Okay, then starts the big data. Then starts the big data. So basically, you need to know about the big data, even though Databricks. we are all here to learn mainly about the data factory, data bricks, and synapse, but we need to have idea of big data before even talking about the data bricks. So big data means we'll be having a just understanding what is big data, and we'll be so the coding language that you will use in Databricks is mainly either PySpark or Spark. Okay. So when we cover the big data, we'll be covering the PySpark also. PySpark also. Because all these things, starting from Python, SQL, big data, PySpark, all these things we're going to use the Databricks only. Databricks only. I'll be showing you how to create the environment, which will be helpful for the whole life, I would say. Like as of now, they made it free for whole life. I will let you do that, and you can start using Databricks. You can start using Databricks. Okay. So in the case of Databricks, we have some other aspects like Delta Lake. Okay, what is Delta Lake? These are the new terminals. Okay, what is Delta Lake? What are the different aspects in the Delta Lake? Okay, we can give some comparisons sometimes regarding version control, time travel, which is available in the Snowflake. I'll just compare sometimes if required. And once we learn all of this, this will be using completely the Databricks environment. We'll be using the Databricks environment. Starting, you have to because many of you is having a testing background, so SQL you would have done in the testing. Python, I will be giving all the notebooks every day. What I'm going to do, so I'll be logging into my community and show you. Okay, there will be every day some portion will be covered, and you will have a notebooks. You need to practice. You need to practice. Unless you practice, you will not be able to achieve things. Okay, hands-on is important. See, if you could see in the Python, there will be a lot of things that will be available for you to. I'll be covering all of this because you need to know. Okay, what is a function? Or how many different types of variables are there? How do you handle error? Okay, what are the different types of structures? Okay, loops. Okay, list tuple sets, dictionaries. These things will be covering in the Python. Okay, so Python, you should understand that I will be covering Python to an extent a data engineer needs. Okay, not to an extent that a data analyst or a data scientist would. Okay, data scientist and data analyst will also use Python to very big extent, but our course is limited to learn things related to data engineering. So I will be covering the portion related to data engineering, not the data analyst or a data scientist. Once you kickstart the things, once you are familiar with this, I would say target data analysis next and then target the data scientist. It's all about creating the data frames. So I'll be talking in depth about learning each thing slowly, gradually, you will be able to learn. And for everything, I have notebooks created. I'll be providing notebooks. Okay. For PySpark, I have a lot of things that is covered. Okay. I'll be giving notebook and you are going to practice it. Unless you practice, you will not be successful. Just coming to the class, listening the story will not help. I'm very sure about it. Okay. Don't assume that, okay, I can prepare a food. Okay. Eating is up to you. I can prepare a food. Eating is up to you. So you have to be very attentive. You should not miss the class. Every class is important. Every class is important because you're paying money. You need to learn. You're paying money to learn and you have to give 100%. If you give 100% for 7 weeks, I'm sure you are going to get a very good job. You are going to land in a job where you will enjoy. But you need to equip with the things that you can contribute. That you can contribute. Otherwise, if you don't equip with yourself with all these technologies, there are not too many here. Okay, in a simple way, we're going to learn, but you need to equip yourself. Okay, Now, this is about the Databricks. When it comes to Azure Cloud, because some of you is working on the on-premise thing still, as I used to do before. Now, Azure Cloud, I will talk at a length about the Azure Cloud. In the Azure Cloud, we have to learn about different types of storages like blob and data lake. Okay, and we'll talk about different types of SQLs available in the Azure SQL, which is because whenever it comes to cloud, it's a pay as you go. It's a pay as you go means the amount of time that you use the resource in the cloud, you are going to pay the money. You need to have a good understanding of different kinds of resources available in the Azure cloud. So I'm going to talk little bit about when to use what. Okay. Then we'll also learn about in depth about the Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory. Okay. And I will also talk about the synapse over here. Synapse. Okay. Um, we are going to talk about there are different things in the synapse. Okay. I will talk about it, which will be helpful for you whenever you are working in any organization. And in the end, okay, in the end, once data bricks thing is completed, I am going to give you a project. Okay, I'm going to give you a project which will help you to test your understanding. Okay, to test your understanding and rock and roll if you want. This will help actually. Like if I give assignment, okay, full project is already created. Okay, I am not giving a solution until end of the classes. Okay, but I want you to try out. I am going to give you different kinds of files. I will talk about that also. Okay, now you are going to learn about it, and in the end also, I am going to talk about using data lake plus data factory. Okay, plus Databricks. We're going to work on a project. We're going to work on a project involving all of this, and that would help you to understand how a project can be designed, how a project we can like work on a project in an enterprise level. Okay, these are the things that I'm going to cover. Basically, Python, okay, Spark SQL. This first Python, then the Spark SQL. Then I will talk about Spark, PySpark, and Databricks environments. And then we'll also talk about the Delta Lake. Then we'll go to the Azure. Then we'll go to the Azure. So basically, I'm covering many things over here. Okay. So I would request people to, whoever wish to continue and attend, I would request your complete attentiveness, no missing of classes. Some people creating an environment, I teach in the first class, they will ask in 15th class, 20th class, how to create an environment. This is absolutely not good. Okay. It does not help you. Okay. Just listening story really will not help. How far it is going to help? Even I know because I attend a lot of trainings. So unless you do hands-on, ready-made food, okay, ready to eat food, I'm going to give you, but eating is up to you. Eating is up to you. Okay, you must be attentive. You must be giving 100% of your time for 7 weeks, which will help your career to grow. Now, as far as I told you, you need to have either of them. Either means either SQL or Python. That would help you to go little faster, but that does not stop anyone. Even if you don't know, that does not stop you because I'm covering both again. All right, Python and SQL, I'm covering both. You need to practice. You need to practice, okay, and it will help. I'm going to teach 5 days a week, okay, in the morning, and 2 days weekends is for my family and also for you to practice. Okay, so you need to. I won't teach on the weekends. Okay, I need to dedicate my time to the family, so I can't even for the preparation if required. So 2 days I won't teach. 5 days in the morning I would teach. Okay, most of the times I won't skip the classes. 99.9 percent of the times. I would have skipped maybe if I am sick for one day or something. But other day I will again continue. Okay. So 5 days a week, 2 days for the weekends I don't teach. Now, when it comes to learning, okay, big data, because we're seeing lots of different types of data, right? Like structured data, like files, let's say CSV files, Excel files, or something. Okay. Unstructured data, like videos, images, and everything, and also log files. We are going to learn about how to deal with the log files. Semi-structured data. Okay. So how to deal with all of this? How to deal with all of this? So whenever you talk about SQL, will deal only mainly the structured data. Mainly the structured. Why I said only mainly the structured data, it can also deal with JSON and XML files, which is the semi-structured data. But it cannot deal with new big data file formats like Parquet, Avro, ORC, and Delta. Okay, so it can only deal with limited semi-structured data. Okay, that's why we need Python. That's why we need Python to deal with. Okay, Python means the PySpark to deal with structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. Okay, and unstructured. So nowadays, mainly, if you could see, there are everyone who wants a real-time analytics, near real-time or real-time analytics. Okay, if you look at the Amazon, okay, website, every minute it is making $81,000 of sales. Look at the amount of things that is trying to sell in 1 minute. Okay. As soon as you search something, I want a watch, he will recommend saying n number of watches. How you would do that? How you would do that recommendation? He need to process the data. He need to process the data. So that's the data engineering stuff. Okay, data engineering stuff. So here he needs to process data so fast that it would recommend the customer within fraction of 30 seconds or a. So to deal with big data, to deal with lots of amounts of data, we need a power. We need a power where, okay, it split the data, okay, distribute the data and process. So that power comes with, okay, PySpark, that distributed computing power comes with the PySpark. So that's why we need to learn the PySpark. Okay, that's the importance of learning the PySpark. Okay, so SQL can deal mainly with the structured data, but whenever it comes to PySpark, it deals with different kinds of data, different kinds of data. Now, when it comes to Azure cloud, right, we have different types of clouds. We have AWS, we have Azure, we have GCP. Everyone is good. Everyone is good. There is no bad. Okay, but AWS is mainly, okay. It is it has conquered the market as infrastructure as a service. I'm going to talk in depth about what is infrastructure as a service while I'm teaching the cloud environment. Okay. But right now, I'm just telling, okay, wha- that it is going to be helpful. It's going to be helpful. AWS is mainly for infrastructure as a service. Azure is mainly for platform as a service. And even GCP is mainly concentrated on the platform as a service in data science. Data science. Okay. Each one of them is good in each. Now, in Azure, the data factory is a platform as a service. And also Databricks, they call it as a software as a service. It is similar to platform as a service. There is not much difference in that. Okay. I will talk about it. So, if people wants to choose, okay, infrastructure as a service, they can use AWS. Okay, if they want to choose platform as a service, Azure would be the best option. Okay. And if they want to use mainly for the data science use cases, GCP would be the good option. GCP would be the good option. Even Azure is having so many things right now, but GCP is also really, really good one. Okay. So it's good to learn Azure. You will get, okay, just give a try, whatever I say right now, right? What you do, you just update your resume that you know ADF, okay, Databricks, PySpark, Spark SQL, big data, and also put signups. I'm going to teach signups. Okay, put all of this and update your resume and see how many calls you. Okay, don't just always go for very senior position because some of you is already having 10 years of experience. Now world is moving towards, okay, independent contributor also. Okay, even though I am having 15 years of experience, I have to contribute for the development. There is no, I will not be allowed to let go just like that. Okay, I would be given people to work with, but you need to be independent contributor. So you need to have a good technical knowledge. You need to have a good technical. So if you get a data engineer or a data senior data engineer position, accept it and try to learn. Try this and then see whether you get a call. Okay, whether you how many calls you would get. You got a very good market. When it comes to number of salary, number of years, till 4 to 5 years of experience, number of years crossed, four number of years multiplied by 4 to 5. Like you can get even 25 lakhs, up to 25 lakhs. But when it crosses 6 or 7 years, then it'll little bit dip. Like you can get number of years cross 4 or something. But when you cross 10 years, okay, it depends on the current salary. You can minimum demand number of years into 3. Minimum demand number of years into 3. It is all depends on your current salary. If current salary is already 40, you can demand more. Okay, there is no issue. But minimum is this. Minimum is this. And if you learn this, if you see when we have seen there are a lot of changes happen in the cloud. Okay, there are a lot of new technologies introduced, but none of them is able to replace PySpark. So it is going to stay for another 10 years. Okay, stay for another 10 years. Okay, only 20% of the people migrated to cloud. Okay, so migration will happen again for another 5 to 10 years. Another 5 to 10 years. There are a hell lot of companies, they're still thinking about migrating until the on-premise support is stopped. They don't want to migrate. So you will definitely have abundant opportunities. Abundant opportunities. And one good thing about Databricks is if you learn Databricks, Databricks is available on AWS, Databricks is available on GCP, Databricks is available on Azure. So if you get an opportunity to work on any of this, just get some minimum knowledge, okay, and then you can contribute using the Databricks. Since it is available on all of these clouds, okay, that would be helpful. Okay, it is really, really gonna help if you learn the Databricks. If you learn the Databricks. Because it is available on all the cloud environments. Okay, so this is about the whole course. This is about what you are going to learn. This is about my one class, trainers one class for you to practice will be, if you are very, very attentive in the class, it will take maximum of 2 hours. If you are not attentive, you have to watch video and then practice. It will take up to 3 hours. So be ready to actually learn in such a way that this is to manage your time, I'm telling you. Okay, you need to be ready. You are here means you want to change something, right? You want to learn some new things. To learn new things, I'm upfront telling you what it takes to learn new things. Okay, don't just assume listening the class going away, listening the class going away. Okay, only till now, only 5% of the people they practice. Okay, but also initially everyone will attend the classes since institute is going to give a recorded video, people will stop attending later. Please don't do that. Okay, please don't do that. I have video, I will watch, you will never watch. If you can't make time to attend the class, that means you are never going to watch. Okay, please don't do that. Okay, that is a loss for you. You will never, next class you will come with your mouth wide open and you will not be able to understand. You will say trainer is not teaching me properly. You will say trainer is going fast because I would have covered the same thing in the previous class. Okay, but we'll try to repeat, we'll try to glance what we cover and then move ahead. But yet you will not be completely able to understand. You need to be attentive. If you miss, please watch the video, okay, on a high level at least, and then come to class. It will be helpful. Okay, I'm teaching. I have to be really frank over here rather than taking. I will make you do wonders. Wonders does not happen. Okay, sound will not come if I don't clap with both hands. One hand you can't make any sound. Okay, I am one hand, your other hand, so sound should come when both the hands okay clap together. So please be attentive. Okay, lot of people okay, lot of people who attended training they got jobs. A lot of people are still searching because they were not attentive at the time and then they wanted to attend later. But whoever attended, whoever give a complete 100%, they got really good jobs. They landed 1:5 salaries, right? They mainly they are into like ADF. Some people ADF plus Databricks. Some they are getting they really got good jobs. Some of them even got to work in the Synapse. Some of them even got to work in the Synapse. So it will be really because it should help. Something you are trying to learn, it should help you. So many of you will get a job if you give 100%. Okay, for convenience, for helping people. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to give you a Google Drive access. Okay, so in the Google Drive access you will have lot of things that will be already covered. Okay, like material what are I'm going to cover. I'm going to cover, let's say this is a project that I have given recently. Okay, people can work on this particular project. Okay, I have a ADF project with instructions. People can work on this particular project. I have end-to-end project. I have synapse. Okay, I have sample resumes. Many resumes I have given. Okay, I have sample interview questions. Okay, interview questions people can for Data Factory, Databricks, Spark. Okay, so this will be shared, and each class you will have a notebook. So we all call notebook. The code will be in the notebooks. Okay, and PDF to understand, and PDF to understand. So everything will be shared with you. Everything will be shared with you, and you need to give. So some people ask me, why don't you provide RDBMS thing? So I have shared which I got in the internet, but some it helped people. They want to learn RDBMS, they so you will get all of this access also for to work to help understand. So this is about whatever I'm going to cover, what it takes for you to like completely learn. And now I'm open for questions. People can go and ask questions. Yeah, please take a chance and clear your doubts.
So for
You
this
are all
course,
here. Mhm.
yeah, for this course, do we need any like? Are you going to show like on-premise databases and pulling the data from there to Azure, something like that, or everything is in
I'll be
cloud?
showing in the ADF. I'll be showing in the ADF because ADF we need a self-hosted integration runtime. So to understand self-hosted integration runtime, I am going to have an on-premise database. So I will show you how to read data from on-premise database. This is a common thing in ADF that happens. So I'll be showing in the ADF, not in the database. Yeah, I'll be covering. So because this is basically it's a good question and people definitely need to know about this. So while covering ADF, that will be covered.
And so the Python, right? Right.
Hmm.
So you are showing like creating pipelines. Uh,
Python,
uh,
I will be
using
covering to the
Python
extent. No, I will not be showing creating pipelines in Python. PySpark. We are going to talk about
or
distributed computing. Okay. Python is meant to know how to do error handling, how to declare variables, how to do like how you are going to use the list sets tuples, okay, how you are going to use the conditionals, if statements, these kinds of things, basics of any programming language you are going to learn in Python. But I'm not going to teach you how to read in Python because that's definitely not a data engineer's cup of tea. You don't need to like no, I would say like I had never come across an example that I would use a Python to do some stuff because things are different. I cannot use a distributed computing in Python, so that does not.
something.
But I will cover what it is required for the interviews and the real both. So that it will be. Yeah. Any other questions,
So
guys?
would
Anybody?
you show us
Uh,
only in the Azure, or you are going to explore GCP, AWS
no, no,
also?
no. This is Azure Data Engineering course. It will be just Azure.
Okay.
Uh,
Hi. Because the Databricks, one thing, guys. One Databricks is independent. It's a community edition, so it does not got anything to do with any of these uh, clouds. So we'll be working on the data lake independently, like Databricks independently. Then we'll merge with Azure cloud later. But yeah, fine. Please go ahead with your question. I'm sorry for stopping.
yeah. So I'm coming from a testing background. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm little low in confidence, like how much I can fit into this stream.
So I would like to ask you this question. Have you worked on automation
Yes.
in testing? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you worked on SQL in testing?
Basic,
Little
basic
bit,
SQL.
bits and pieces. So that helps you to get record. There is no issue. So if you just do a manual testing, right? Like let's say like functional testing or non-functional testing or any manual testing. So you don't have a absolute coding experience. No coding
Right.
experience will make your life little difficult. But if you have a coding experience, a coding, if I do a if loop, for example, in Java I may
Right.
use a let's say a flower brackets. In some other language I may use let's say small brackets. But here we all talk about the indentation. It's the same if loop, right? If condition, I mean, if the same if condition, only thing is how you are going to write the syntax may be a little bit different. That's the thing. So you should not worry much. If you know both, then it's a good advantage for you to learn, I would say. And you
So
should not
Hi,
worry.
sir.
yeah, one
Yeah.
more, yeah, one more feedback. So as I told you, we have never worked on, or like we never know what is this data breaks, data lakes, data factories. So before
Yes.
actually jumping into what we do in that area, can you actually brief when you start those topics? Can you please brief what is what? I mean, what is a data lake? What is a
That
data?
is
What is big
that
data?
is
So what is it?
yes, yes. So everything will be explained in the course. What is big
Okay.
data? Okay, I'm going to explain you. What is data lake? I'm going to explain you. Why Python? I'm going to explain you. I explain little bit why SQL, why Python, right? Like that, I need to explain you the purpose. Okay, what is it? Explain you the purpose. Otherwise, there is no point in teaching. You can very well get some, okay, watching some YouTube videos. So I'm going to teach things in depth, which will help you to understand each other. So what is HDFS also I need to tell you. What is Windows file system, how HDFS is different from Windows file system, and why data lake is different from HDFS files. What is blob, binary large update, what is data lake? We need to show you the difference practically and also why they created these things. We'll definitely talk about all of this. What is serverless? A lot of new terminology you're going to learn. What is dedicated? Okay. What is external tables? We are going to explain you what is what. Okay. What is data?
Okay.
What is metadata? You're going to learn all of this. A lot of things
Hi,
you learn.
hi, sir.
Please, please.
Yeah, yeah, is an explain for any Azure network.
So Azure networking, it's a limited explanation I can. Okay. So whenever we create any resource, okay, whenever we create any resource, you know, we're not going to create any VNet over here, right? I'm not going to create any VNet, and in that I am not going to create any subnet. No, that is not data engineering. But I would let you show the options how you are going to access one resource. Let's say data lake. Okay. You can restrict data lake from public access, or you can restrict data lake from accessing some IPs. Okay, these things I would show. Okay, not to the extent that creating a VNet and restricting subnet and restricting people. No, that is not. That will not be covered because that's a completely easy 900 infrastructure course. Actually, that's again they call it as a solution architect. Okay, I need to be a little bit careful. I am a data solution
Oh,
architect. I'm not a infrastructure solution architect.
Hey, and I have
Yeah,
a
please,
question. So,
please.
yeah, and while teaching these concepts with respect to Azure Data Factory or Data Breaks or Synapse Analytics, do you explain it by taking an examples, or do you explain any project how to use ADF or Synapse? So, what is your
See,
approach on that?
you can. Okay. So whenever I explain, let's say there are some activities how to extract data. Okay, let's say how you are going to extract data. Okay, I need to take an example right there. I need to practically I will talk about it first. Okay, let's say I say I'm going to use what is self-hosted integration runtime. Somebody was asking how will you read the data from on-premise. Okay, then there will be database here. Okay, this is the server, this is the database. Then I'm going to take this example, take one table and show you how it works so that you can practice the same. Okay. And apart from that, I cannot, I will be giving, I have projects already available. Okay. If you get an understanding, okay, I want to do some ADF project, you can go here and then start looking. Okay. I have one Formula One project that is already uploaded. So every time I come across new projects, I'm going to put it. As soon as you are done with, let's say, incremental load in the case of ADF. Okay. Let's say full load in the case of ADF. I need to practically show you so that you will be able to understand. But project I will be covering in the end. Now and then, okay, I have uploaded as people ask with the demand. So I have uploaded to the projects. You can start using it. You can start using it and working.
Okay, so does this course cover more on the ADF side and
No, no, no.
other
50% will be 50% will be Databricks, 50% will be Azure Cloud. Both 50-50.
ADF, right?
ADF, see, if at all if you want to learn ADF, for example, right? In ADF, okay, you need to know what is Azure Cloud, you need to know blob, you need to know data lake, okay, how things work in the data lake, you need to know about SQL, okay. Then we'll go to ADF. ADF, I will be covering 5 classes or 6 classes, okay, and we'll be moving on into the synapse, okay, like that we'll do. It will not be just ADF focused. As soon as I open Azure Cloud, I will not start ADF. No, that will not be the case.
Okay. So, I mean, do we have any projects where we use all these services like ADF, Synapse, Databricks?
I am going to cover it in the end. I am going to cover, okay, one project where you can do the things using ADF and Databricks and also data lake. In the same project, I will give a provision to do, okay, to do the things using part of it using Synapse or full thing using, okay, procedures in the Synapse. Okay, so you can do that as
Okay, so one more
well. Okay,
question.
I'll
Do you
not
do you
be
also
covering like a number of projects which explain everything, but I will be covering one with thoroughly explained you. Okay, but every time I will be giving an example whenever I explain a concept. It will be both practical and theory. Yeah, please, you were trying to ask.
yeah, sorry, one last question. So do you also explain how to create a build pipelines or release pipelines for the Databricks or
No,
any other code that we are
no,
developing?
DevOps I'm not going to cover. It's not a, it is not covered. DevOps it is not covered. Too many. If here only, it's already too many things. Okay, DevOps, it is not a big deal. Not a big deal. I have my own, okay, like let's say YouTube channel wherein you can go and see the videos. Okay, there you have, I have explained you, I will like explain you how to connect to a data lake and everything. So it is not a really difficult or a tough thing in the case of whenever it is this is not mine, but anyhow I will. But I have a YouTube channel like Cloud Guru. In that I have explained you like it will take hardly, okay, but to integrate the code into a GitHub. GitHub. I have explained that, but I will not be covering while I am covering the portion. I don't want to deviate too many things. That is not possible because a lot of people wants to learn data engineering. Data DevOps is another thing. How we will do release and all those stuff, but that should be learned outside of it. Like I have few videos, I can share my own videos. I can share that for understanding purpose, but I will not be covering. That
Have another.
deviates the.
It might be a layman question.
Mhm.
So, for example, your model in big data or Databricks or Blob or anywhere, right? For that, we have to create pipeline to pull the data to Azure Data Factory. So, so you would like to show that those right, like connecting source and target.
Yes, yes, yes. So whenever I cover ADF, it is going to copy the data from one source to other source. So that will be definitely part of it. Practical example will definitely be there. As I told you, simple copy activity will start. Then you will go on doing a how to do how to use one copy activity to copy, let's say 10 tables. Okay. Then how you're going to incrementally load the data. Okay. These things will be
Is it
practical only.
using through a copy command or you have any
Not
parameters to uh,
It will be there using the parameters, right? So dynamic means parameters. One copy activity for 10 tables, then it will be a parameter itself.
if it is pipelines, what is the difference with this you know
I'm
pulling
not
the
getting
data
your
from
question.
I mean
I'm not
pipeline
getting.
means okay,
Okay,
that's
let's
nice.
say what is the
Job
difference?
mods.
What is the difference you are asking about pipeline and
Yeah, this I mean source to target data copy.
Okay, copy. Pipeline not only got a copy activity, it got 100 other activities. So I want to run a Databricks notebook. Okay. I want to run a data flow. Okay. I want to use a lookup activity. I want to use, let's say, wait activity. I want to use for each enumerator. I want to use if and else. These are all activities. So one pipeline can have more than one activity. Okay, one pipeline can have. I can run a stored procedure. I can run Synapse notebook. So these things are possible in a pipeline. One pipeline can have many activities, around 40 suppose. Okay, 40. But copy does 70% of the job. How to achieve that copy to do the things dynamically is what is the thing that you're going to learn. We'll be learning other things also, but I'm saying that's mainly copy is the powerful tool that Data Factory has.
So
Okay,
regarding Databricks, what would you cover Databricks? I mean, it's like a
I have
database, right?
already
So
told. I have already told. I'll be
okay,
covering Python, Spark SQL. Then I will going to cover big
using
data stuff
Databricks.
using Databricks. Okay. So write again. I will write again Spark SQL. Okay. And you are going to learn about Spark. Okay. You are going to learn about Delta Lake. Okay. And you are going to learn about like let's say other Databricks related stuff. So all these things you are going to do in the Databricks itself. Okay.
Yeah,
You are
sorry,
going to use it.
actually I'm new to Databricks, so that's why
Okay.
maybe.
No problem. You can ask
Uh,
any question, any number of questions you can ask. But I would request people to go through this so that you will have an idea of what we're going to cover. Okay. Because
Hi,
physically,
sir.
mm, please,
Actually, my background is a Power BI developer, and I do not have any experience in Databricks or Azure. So, is it okay? I will I be able to understand if I attend this class?
you should be able to understand. Do you have at least SQL experience, SQL?
I know the basics of SQL, but
Okay.
just the basics.
Okay. So if you have done bachelor's or master, have you done in computer science or some other subject?
No, no, no. I do not have an experience in computer science, but I have been
Okay.
working with data for the past 5 years.
Okay. 5 years.
Yeah.
Mainly you are talking about the Power BI itself. So Power BI,
Yes.
if at all you have, that's why I asked like if Power BI you are going hand in hand with SQL. So if you have SQL experience, you can, but you need to spend time. I would say like 3 hours a day for 1 hour of my class. Then only you'll be able to easily do it. So you have to put effort. You will be able to
Okay.
understand because I will be thinking in a layman terms of how people is gonna work. So if I'm a layman, like if I have to understand, if somebody has to teach me, so what it
Mm.
takes a trainer to make them understand, that's how I'm going to teach. Okay, so but for that, if somebody teach me for 1 hour, I have to spend 3 hours to actually uh, completely understand and digest things. So you have to
Understood.
spend time. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing is
So can I
impossible, but you need to
okay.
spend time. Hmm.
Can I ask if in between are we able to do any hands-on in Azure or Databricks?
Everything is hands-on. Everything is hands-on. That's what I'm saying. All the things, because if I just go on talking about the theory, that does not help. Without theory, you will not understand even the practical. So everything, if I go, let's say data frames, I have to explain, run and show you everything in the data frame that you have to do this. This is what is possible. This is what is possible. This is what is possible. So everything will be practical. In data factory, I have to load the data from one source location to destination location. So this current batch I'm doing the pipelines, right? So everything I have to show. These many pipelines I have to create. These many data sets I have to, 26 data sets I have created. It's all practical. Without practical, you will not be able to understand.
So, sir,
Both it
can I
takes.
ask?
Yes.
Okay. So, can I
Continue.
ask? So, I will be joining the class, but is there
Mhm.
any videos or anything I can have a look before attending the class so that I can better understand? So, I'm ready to study. So, is there anything I should look before the class?
So just try learning about all of you, for example, like Python or SQL in W3 schools.
Okay.
Hi, Vinod. Um,
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, myself Mahesh.
Hello. Hi,
Just
Mahesh.
what about this Azure account? We'll get anything from your side, or we need
No,
to?
no, I will teach you how to create Azure account, okay, which will
Okay,
be 30 days free, okay.
okay,
And if you have already used the phone number, okay, so you need to have all these things new. Phone number, mail ID, okay, and the credit card. Okay. So whenever you create Azure account, okay, you will be winding up the things within like $30. Okay. All the training will be wind up in $30. After that, if you want to, you can keep the account for 6 months without using it. But I will tell you what to remove, what to keep, so that you won't get a bill. Okay. So Azure account we cannot provide for anyone. Databricks I will show
okay. But
you
yeah,
just
but how we can make the integration and data sources to on-premise or anything any other than other databases? Is it possible with the network setup what we have with this free trial version?
yes, yes, it is possible.
Okay.
Trial
And
version also
just question from sorry.
trial version also you can connect.
Okay. Just two more questions. What is the market for now for Azure Data Engineering? And also, just we want a brief, like normal high level of difference between data engineering and data science and data analyst. Whether just before going to the maybe you will cover in the course, but
But
just
yeah,
any
I will not be today only I'll be covering it. If you want, I
yeah,
can cover it. Okay. So
yeah, can you please?
data engineering, okay, data analysis and data science. Okay, data analysis, some of you is having Power BI experience. What we do, okay, first thing, okay, let me explain little bit in layman terms. Okay, we have a lot of applications available, right? Like I have, let's say, ERP system, sources, okay, ERP system, CRM system, okay. We have a lot of people creating Excel files. We have HRMS, okay. So each office, there will be a minimum of 15 to 20 applications. 20 applications. These are online applications, okay. Now, if somebody has to create a report, I want to create a report of, okay, attendance system. I want to create a report of some sales that happen. I want to create a report how many people are happy in an organization. So this is a OLTP system. Okay, people cannot tap into OLTP system because it will result into a deadlock. Okay, reading from constant reading from OLTP will result into a deadlock. Now, each organization have lot of data analysts. All the business analysts are converted to data analysts. Okay. For that reason, even traditionally, okay, we are going to bring the data. We are going to extract this data and load into a OLAP system. OLTP is transaction processing. OLAP is online analytical processing. OLTP is transaction processing. So you are going to bring the data, okay, into different layers, okay. And in the case of OLTP, all people, so whenever you are ordering something, okay, it should be order something. So you want it to respond super fast. I don't damn care, right? Like if it is not responding, I will go to another app and order. Okay. Then if that is the case, so Here you are going to split the table to an extent that you will be minimal commits you are going to do. Minimal inserts means minimal inserts that you are going to do. So you are going to do a lot of normalization on the tables. Okay, on the tables. So the tables are so many relationship you would create. So it will be faster insert and faster update. But in the OLAP, okay, you are going to bring the data. Okay, batch load means once a day or twice a day or continuous load you are going to do. Then you are going to bring the data to OLAP system. You are going to create different layers like staging. I will explain in the training. ODS, bronze, silver, and gold also you can call data mart. Okay, bronze, silver, and gold. Okay, and you are going to do different technique to process the data. Okay, and load the data. This is the OLAP system. Even if because you are going to load once and read many times. Load once and read many times. Okay, that's what is the OLAP system. Okay, so you don't tap into OLTP, you load into OLAP. This is the data engineering stuff. This is the data engineering stuff. Okay, the data engineer is all going to integrate the data from n number of system. He is going to prepare the data. Okay, he is going to keep it ready. That's what is the data engineer system. Now, what is the data analyst is going to do? Okay, now he is going to analyze the data. He is going to analyze the data to do some insights, foresights, hindsights. Okay, data analysis. You are going to say, okay, let's say you are going to create a table report, tabular report, or you are going to create some dashboards. Okay, this is to give you some idea on what's happening. This is called insights. Okay, this is called hindsights. What happened is hindsights. Okay, what's going to happen? Like how is the trend? Okay, yesterday I have done okay 100 boxes I have sold. Today my target should be more. Okay, my target should be more. So how is the trend? Is the trend going in the right direction? That is the insights of it. Insights. Okay. Now those are the trend related dashboards you are going. This is the data analyst job. He is going to create tabular reports or he is going to do all of this. There is something called as advanced analytics. Okay. All the reporting tools now they are providing some kind of forecasting. Some kind of forecasting. Okay. Then this forecasting is again can be done by data analyst or a data scientist or a data scientist. Okay, now when it comes to data scientist, it's altogether a new ball game. So you need to know subject, you need to be a domain expert. Okay, you need to be. Let's say I'm working on a ERP system, I'm working on a CRM system. Now the sales is happening. Somebody is purchasing Colgate toothpaste. What all I can recommend? What I can recommend with the paste? I can recommend a tongue cleaner. I can recommend a mouthwash. I can recommend a brush. Okay, I can recommend some things which related to related to a toothpaste. Okay, these things will be done by data scientists. Recommendation engines, forecasting, all these things, forecasting. Okay, and neural networks. Okay, all these things. So some of my friends they are working on okay product description generation using generative AI. Okay, these are all artificial intelligence stuff, machine learning stuff will be done by the data scientist. Okay, that's a difference between data engineer, data analysis, and data science. Okay, any other questions anybody having?
Uh,
I
just
have one
one.
question. Uh, so,
Yeah,
does this course covers anything on stream processing?
we'll cover little bit, not completely. We'll cover little bit. It
So
will
do
be
you
same.
explain any of the services which does the stream processing or
I will explain you how it does, but we can achieve in different ways also. So I will let you explain in a different way also. We have a lot of Kafka, we have event grid and everything, but I will explain you how to do in a simple way also, and I will also give you some notebooks which will help you to connect to Kafka, Confluent, Kafka, and everything. Because we cannot go on creating those resources. But I will explain you the streaming stuff in a good way.
yeah, thanks.
What is the market position as per you for Azure now and coming 5 years, as per your
Another 10
experience?
years, another 10 years it will be
Okay.
good. Market for Azure platform as a service is very good. When it comes to infrastructure, it will be AWS. Data science, mainly GCP is mature. Azure is also giving very tough competition. Okay. Because AWS was the first public cloud, they captured the market in the infrastructure as a
Yes.
service.
Yes.
So this training is about data engineering or cloud or
Data
IT?
engineering. Data engineering. Azure Cloud Data Engineering.
Okay.
Whoever is interested, please drop their email ID and also their phone numbers over here in the chat so that our team will get back to you and
So
help you.
what would class timings?
So basically, I'm right now taking all the batches from 7:30 a.m. IST to 8:30 a.m. IST. Okay. So if there is any change or any plan, that they will let you know, but it will be 7:30 a.m. to a.m. IST to 8:30 a.m. IST.
But now today's one is 8:30, right? I think.
This is demo. This is demo. Yeah.
Okay. But the regular one is from 7:30.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions, guys? Anybody wants any clarifications? Any other doubts? Please ask me.
What is the course duration, Vinod?
7 weeks, 35 classes. 35 classes.
Uh, one more stupid question, Vinod. It may be stupid, I guess. Uh, since it's a Azure Cloud Data Engineering course, right? If we
Mm.
compare with other cloud data engineering courses like AWS or GCP, what would be the difference? What the roles perspective?
So, see, AWS and GCP, they got, let's say, for example, Databricks. So, one thing is you will be learning PySpark. PySpark can be helpful in all the three of them. Okay, and Databricks is again hosted in all three of them. So, this is common now. Okay, half of the portion that we are going to cover will be available in all three of the clouds. Now, apart from this, we have like we have a Azure Data Factory. What is a parallel Azure Data Factory in AWS? Okay, what is that in GCP? Okay, in GCP they use Data Fusion. Okay, in AWS I forgot the name, but um, they use something else. Okay,
Glue,
now
right?
Synapse, AWS Glue. So for Synapse, one of them is having a Redshift, another one is having a BigQuery. Okay, so data lake, it's common S3 and then DFS. So it's about that. It's about correlating the stuff. It may be little different, but it's almost the same. But yeah, see, I'm not saying that AWS don't have market. No, I should not lie on that front. But I would say you have a very good market for Azure Data Factory with Databricks. Very, very good. Very good one. Orchestration engine also, like ADF, ADF you can use, or there you can use Airflow or a Glue. Now ADF also integrated with Airflow. So you can use different stuff.
Airflow, it's a orchestration tool, right?
It's a orchestration tool. ADF is again orchestration and ETL, both. Glue also people use for orchestration. Data fusion also people use. So
Uh, Vinod, one more question actually. It's maybe out of the scope, but just
mhm.
for my understanding, where will this installation and configuration of and integration setups, which role it will cover? Is it covers under data engineering role, or it will come under Azure admin?
Installation of what is the question here.
Means
So
means configuration of your data sources and multiple
that will
data.
be done by the, see, all data. So they will, infrastructure will give you just a platform. They will create data factory and give you.
Okay,
ADF they will give you. That's it. Connecting to sources, permissions they will give different types of sources. Okay.
okay.
Connecting to the managing that will be a data engineer job.
So these permissions and all will come from Azure admin or
Azure admin. Azure admin. Now people are now matured, right? Lot of people know. Earlier it used to be a data architect in your organization. I used to have all everything in my hand. Now nothing in my hand. So
no,
anyhow, I'm just kidding. So they have taken over. They know now. Like
always.
people, yeah.
Uh,
Everyone has to
Actually,
survive, not only.
okay.
Yeah. Tell me.
Actually, my background is from database administrator and
Okay.
application administrator. So how much it will helpful for me for
See, you should have a goal of what you want to see, where you want to see yourself.
mm,
What you want, what is your what takes you uh, to attend this session actually? Like what inspired you actually?
because I'm background from Oracle. I have 12
Yeah.
years of experience in Oracle application database and cloud,
Okay.
only
Yeah.
Oracle cloud. So just I
Oracle.
want to explore myself on Azure. So that's what I
Yeah.
agreed with.
So the thing is, one thing is, we are all working for some other organization. Okay, we are
Mm,
all working for some organization. So if you feel there is a stagnant or a threshold reached in your current organization, okay, then you want to still hold back to technical. And where is the future? Okay, you have to analyze this. Where is the future? Okay, now in that, okay, what will, okay, if I do what will thrills me, okay, and what will gives me more money. Okay, thrilling only will not fulfill my term. So what thrills me, what gives me more money. Okay, both matters. Money does matter for everyone. Okay, so and how long I can be I can place safe. How long I can place. Okay,
mm,
these things you need to question actually. See, I cannot manipulate your mind. I would say,
yeah,
okay, Azure Data Factory, Azure Cloud will help you to stay here, but you have to put your own effort. If you are a database admin, absolutely you will be very well versed with SQL. Now that everyone is talking about SQL, okay, and cloud become database become very famous when they have enabled all the SQL features. Okay,
yeah,
that's when it become famous. So all you have to do is learning Python and Python and
yeah,
adding to your kitty like your data factory, data bricks, and then the data factory like the Azure cloud will help you. If you are trying to, if you have to answer you have to answer these questions for yourself. I cannot just
yeah.
manipulate you. Okay, that does
No,
not
no,
help.
no. No.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. No issue.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi Vinod, this is Radhika. So I'm currently working into Informatica Power Center. Okay, so actually we are going to, I'm completely new to cloud, and from next month onwards we are going to get a new project on Azure. So will I be
Okay.
able to work if I attend these classes?
Yes, you will be able to attend. If you attend, you will be able to work. You have a ETL background already, right? So
Yeah,
help. Yeah,
okay. I'm completely
definitely.
new to
Because
even
we'll
Python also.
see, the thing is for the survival, I told you I am having a MSBI background. Okay, I'm having MSBI background. Okay, now coming from MSBI background, I would have worked little bit bits and pieces in .NET, not completely. But I have learnt all of this. I have learnt all of this. Now I'm teaching. I'm working as an architect. So you are no different than me. You are also equally competent. All you need to have is confidence. Don't don't think that I cannot achieve, because I'm going to teach you in a simplest terms possible. Okay, and we'll also correlate all the data frame is a main game changer, right? Data frame to Spark SQL will correlate over here, so you'll be able to understand things. Okay, you should not stop yourself actually that I don't know. There only you will lose half of the confidence. Please don't do that. Then you will be definitely successful. You need to learn, right? Like now to survive. Okay, maybe in another few years, people say, I want to completely move to Spice Park. What you will do then? Will you start that time or will you start now? To survive now, we're talking about different kinds of data sources, structured, unstructured, semi-structured. So you need to know. There is no other go for us as a data engineer. If I have to be called as a data engineer, I need to know all of this. Because you are already in the league. That's why I'm telling you this. You are already in the ETL league,
Yeah, yeah,
right? It's not bad to learn. It will really, I will definitely tell you it will really help.
Is it any possibility to continue with the same timings, or it is
8:30 to 9:30 would be hard. 8:30 to 9:30. So, any reason that you want to attend at this time?
no? Actually, I'm not in India, so this my timings are very early morning for that time. I need to attend the office also.
Yeah, what is the timing now, sir, for you? It is
Uh,
le-
for me, it's 7:30 now. I'm staying in Qatar. Uh,
okay, okay, okay. It will be
just
1.5 hour difference. Okay,
two and a half hours. Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. So, like basically, like we'll see, but it would be from 7:30. Should be it will be 5:30 for you, right? I guess
It's 5 o'clock. Mm.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Yeah. So it's matter of 7 weeks, I would suggest. So you have to uh, just because I used to attend. I was in Dubai. Okay,
Mhm.
when I learned these codes from other people only I learned. So I cannot lie that. So I started
Correct.
attending at 4:30 itself. So yeah, just maybe for 7 weeks if you could stretch yourself, that will be because I
Mm.
you need to give a little bit. Yeah, but we'll see if they can. But it is hard because US people will not attend if I change the time.
Mm.
Okay, fine, guys. Any more questions they can ask? Otherwise, we'll wind up. It's really a good session today. A lot of people uh, have a little bit of good background, and um, it will be interesting if once we start the batch. Sometime next week we'll be starting the batch. And thanks, really, I'm very thankful for all of you for attending, taking time attending this session. Hope you will join. Many of you will join the course. Good luck. Bye for the day.
Thank you.
thank you.